So I don't know, I want to tell the story. When I was a kid, I always wanted to fly like a bird. And now I found this tool that changed everything.
Halt.
And then at the first flight already we crashed it straight into the tree. Anyway, here's the full story.
Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video that you probably clicked on because you want to see me crash a drone. Here's what we're going to do today. You might have seen the video where I talk about why I got the FPV drone for filmmaking. And if you don't know what that is here. This is my FPV drone. Until now I haven't documented so much of the build and everything, but anyway you will see the first flight, or actually officially this video is not the first flight. Here's the process. So we spent about a week, me and my father, trying to figure out how it works, trying to connect it to the transmitter and to the radio, I guess they say, and then trying to install everything and trying to connect the camera with the FPV goggles. Once we had everything done, we did the first flight already, so this is not the first flight, I'm sorry, but that was just quickly to see if it works well, and it was crazy. I would not have expected how powerful this is. I saw on the internet that these things are kind of crazy. It's very aggressive. Till now we crashed it once into a tree and once into a fence. And today is my official first flight on camera. So I have spent less than half an hour flying it or trying it. I can hover a little bit, but till now I haven't tried to fly it with the goggles on. So till now I've only had it in front of me, trying to get it stable and trying to get the feeling. And today I would like to fly the actual FPV drone, which means first person view. I know that is way more difficult and I might crash it today, so that's what you're here for. Let's leave now, but first I would like to show you my other gear that I got till now. I have this obsession with everything that I do that includes gear. So for example, camera gear, hiking gear, or FPV gear now. I love to plan that out to the absolute limit and make my kit in a way. I like to search for systems that make it as easy to charge my items, to bring it down mountains. And then with the FPV drone here I went the same direction and I dedicated a backpack to my FPV drone. Now I have one backpack that fits all my FPV gear, and I'm going to show you what's in my FPV gear backpack. And we are going to pack everything up and go to some sort of place where I can fly the drone. You need a lot of space to fly this, but we are going to find something. See, this is my FPV backpack from now on. This is my FPV kit till now. If you want to find all these products, I will also link them below. I'm trying to show it so that everybody can understand and see it. So first up, the drone obviously. As I've said before, this is the iFlight Nazgul 5. You can find it on Banggood for around $200. Till now I really like it. It's a 5-inch race quad. After doing a lot of research, I found out that I maybe should have started with a smaller drone. But you know, then I wouldn't have had the power. One thing that you need to think about is how you're going to attach the action cam to make videos. Me and my dad figured out that it would be best to attach this here, which is a GoPro mount that also works for my DJI Osmo Action, and we attached it by drilling a hole in the frame, and then we put this screw in there and now it holds everything. And as you can see, the props are already pretty messed up after 2 flights, and yeah, I might need to order a few other sets because these will break soon. Next up in here we have the radio. I have this bag for it, which is comfortable. After ordering this, I found out that this is one of the most popular radios in the FPV community, and it also works great. This is the Taranis QX7, very technical stuff. You know, I can say I like it, but I don't understand a whole lot about these things. But yeah, it is pretty nice to fly with this, and it only in brackets costs $100. I know that's a lot, but there are radios in flying that cost way more. And you can also use this for other drones in the future if you would like to get another drone. This drone already had the receiver for this controller built inside, so it was practical to get this one. Then next up we got the FPV goggles, which you know you use to see the actual FPV view. We have Fat Shark. This is an older model, and you might wonder why I don't have an antenna in there, because me and my dad actually went super nerdy into this, and we built My dad actually built this thing, and this is like this case that we used to receive the signal on the ground from the FPV camera, and my father made all of this. It took like 3 days, and it is super cool because now we have a good signal on the ground. And then we basically have a cable that we attach to the goggles, and then I use the sling bag, and this just hangs somewhere and is connected with the goggles. I have a good transmission. I know this looks super nerdy, but I don't know, it's funny. Then I have this tool here to remove and change the props, and I have an extra set of 4 if I break one. And then obviously I have my action cam kit. I have the DJI Osmo Action, which I attach onto the FPV drone. But till now my videos don't look very cinematic, to be honest. I still need to learn a lot here, but let's pack up everything now and leave. Now, before we start, I need to find my little brother and ask him if he would like to go with me to fly this thing and film me a little bit. I think you always need to have 2 persons when you're flying this, otherwise it gets a little crazy when you crash it and you don't know where it is. Basically, my brother started something new and does that all day long, and that is building things out of old skateboards. And he makes stuff now out of broken, chipped old skateboards, and I'm just going to ask him and see what he's up to. Oh, ballerina. Hi. Okay, I have him convinced now to go with me to fly the drone. We're going to leave now and build rings afterwards. Okay, got him. Okay, so now I basically have this portable setup with this strap here on the side where I can attach the drone, and I have everything in here. I can even store my camera now still in the button here and bring my camera to film this so that I can share it with you. Let's get this done. Hopefully we come home with the same drone. I'm not sure about that. And by the way, for the haters, yes, I trained in the simulator. Thanks for telling me. Magic sounds. Now if we destroy the drone, this will also break. We have our glasses here. Here's the receiver hanging, and here is the radio. Now we're going to arm the drone, push ready. And this is the first time, so all in, let's get this. Oh. Oh fuck. Fuck.
Aber mir klingt hier so ist voll easy. Wir haben es gerade voll gut unter Kontrolle.
Oh, aber wie es jetzt landet, ich keinen Plan.
Okay, jetzt bist du ungefähr so 10 Meter vor uns. Jetzt halt dich mal. Halt. Oh fuck. Fuck.
Klingt hier so ist voll easy. Wir haben es gerade voll gut unter Kontrolle.
You fucked. You never gewusst, was du nicht.
Fuck, shit. This was heavy. Oh. Okay, we pretty much lost the drone. I crashed it somewhere into a tree here with full speed. And on the radio I have a switch where I can activate a buzzer so that it's going to peep. We're going to search it. Don't you tell me what I shouldn't think. Nah. He found it. You saved it.
Wo?
We broke 2 props and the camera is still okay. Everything's still okay for this crash. That is very fortunate. Cables okay. Antenna. Na, die Antenna hat so hingefickt. Na, fuck, we broke the antenna. Fuck. Shit, this got disconnected. We can change the props and fly it again without antenna, without transmission. So we are going to fly it without goggles. Shit, we wanted to have the video but it didn't record. I don't know if you crashed the Osmo Action, I think it does record the 10 seconds before, so we don't have footage. Which is sad, otherwise I could have shown it, but I think you filmed it with the Sony. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, now I want to share my conclusion about the first flight. This first real FPV flight was totally crazy and so funny at the same time. I was very surprised with how well in a way it actually went. Besides the crash in the end, it felt pretty good. And till now I really like FPV and every time that I can fly it's really exciting. So I know this video is called my first flight. This was not really my first flight. As I've said before, I already tested the drone twice or so or once, but not really. I just tried to hover a little bit and get a feeling for the drone, because the drone is very different from the simulator. Yes, the simulator is good practice, but the drone is way different. I feel like it's a whole nother thing. And so in the beginning I just tried in my garage and over there just a little bit to hover it. Today I felt like I have a pretty good feeling now. I also tested to just fly without the goggles and just try to get it stable and try to get the feeling for the drone, because it's very aggressive. And then I decided to go for it. I mean, we need some funny content here and some crashes. And what I've realized is once you put on the goggles, you are all in. I feel like that's a huge step here. And once you put on the goggles and start to fly with the goggles, it gets serious, because then you need to be so concentrated on what you're doing. And if you don't feel it and you're not focused, then you will probably crash it, because once you have the goggles on, you can't just put them away and search for the drone. Until you find that drone and until you know the direction that it is in the sky, you probably already crashed it. And so it went pretty good. I was flying for like 3 or 4 minutes straight. I did some curves. I also got some shots that I till now think are kind of nice. They are not even close to where I would like to get them, but they look kind of cool. But then, you know, you have a rush and all good things have to end somewhere. And then in the end, I was trying to land, and I think landing is the hardest thing with FPV goggles. I was coming with a little bit of speed towards us and we were standing here at the side of the forest. And then I'm pretty sure that you land the FPV drone looking towards you. And then I saw myself in the camera and I saw my brother, and I was super confused. I didn't know what to do anymore. He said stop.
Halt.
Oh fuck. I don't know why I did it, but I went full speed down into the tree. I have no idea what I did at that moment. Sometimes you just get so confused with everything. It's a weird thing, but I think these crashes need to happen in order for you to learn it, and so that you get the feeling for this, because I think that's the most important thing, that you fly a lot here. Once you have that general feeling and you know what to do, then I can start trying to get some cool shots. But now it is time to practice every single day. And one thing that is also unfortunate that I found out with the Osmo Action here, I don't know if the GoPros do the same, but if you crash it, if you really crash it, then they don't record the 10 or 15 seconds before. Because a couple of days ago when I crashed it with my dad up there without the goggles, then I also wondered why it didn't capture that. It also stopped recording like 10 seconds before the crash, and the same happened today. I don't know, it would be cool to see the crash also, but I think you heard it and saw it in the Sony footage that I crashed it quite heavy. We broke the cable that goes to the antenna, but my dad fixed it, soldered it. Now it hopefully works again. I'm now going to practice a lot more in the next days. I might make a few more videos, I will see. I'll try to make my first cinematic FPV video. I hope you found this interesting. I hope this video showed how it is honestly like to fly with a FPV drone for the first time, and I hope you got some insights in the first flight. So thanks for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe below if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, peace. Shoo.
Halt, 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 halt.
Oh fuck.